So here we go then. It's the evening session outside in the Vegas of the East. Macau, China comes alive, and inside the Galaxy Arena, it's a walkout for Yu-Jhun of Chinese Taipei, the 28-year-old back in World Cup action and back in the big time. It doesn't get any bigger than taking on the woman who's about to make the walk.
Yingsha.
You hear the name, you hear the scream, and you know that the two-time winner seeking to make it 3 in a row. And if Yingsha should do that here at ITTF World Cup Men's and Women's Singles Macau 2026, she would be the first woman in the history of this event to win 3 in a row. But this is just the early steps that she takes right now. It's group stage action right now, and this is women's singles group 1. The third player in this group, incidentally, is Egypt's Dina Meshraf. But this first up is China against the Chinese Taipei player in the shape of the number 28-year-old, 49th ranked in the world. That tells you exactly the measure of the challenge that is facing Yu-Jhun in this one tonight. So, reigning two-time champion against somebody making a second World Cup appearance. This is what this one is about. Fraser Riley's with me for the start of this night. And, you know, we've been here all day. We've seen a lot of table tennis here, but suddenly the atmosphere just looks different, doesn't it?
Attitude adjustment that only Yingsha, the stadium-filling player from China, can produce. She is a world beater. Like you say, John, going for a hat-trick here at the World Cup. She'll be the first to do so. Cannot wait for this one.
Neither can Christoph Geiger, who's all good to go, about to get the players across to him. You'll be having a little look later on at Lau Chung, Hong Kong, China, who's also going to be assisting him. But for the first time in action, this time out, she's on a 10-match unbeaten streak here, winning streak in World Cup table tennis. That tells you just how formidable Yingsha is right now. But she is fallible, she is beatable. We have seen recent WTT action, albeit maybe by similar elite players in the world. You just don't see her slipping up in these early exchanges. Even if Weimer did manage to almost slip up earlier on today, Fraser.
Get ready for the toss.
Defeated her at the Champions in Chongqing.
Get ready for the toss.
A glitch in the matrix, it felt like, because Yingsha is basically untouchable right now. 200 consecutive weeks as world number 1.
It's just crazy. And when you consider she's still 25. Now we know that Liu Shiwen with 5 titles is the all-time GOAT when it comes to World Cup. But if Shasha picks up a 3rd in 3 years, well, it's on. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's focus on the task at hand here, as these two women will.
You can either choose black or red. Black, red for you. Black, you win the toss. Receive, which side? This side.
Once again, measured, calculating, professional. Ready to go when she's ready to go. There's going to be more of that to come.
Incredible. Laying down the law right away. Setting the bar high. Starting as she means to go on. It's an incredible serve. I just looked up from the monitor, John. Even though that's a short to half-long serve, it's coming at Yu-Jhun very, very quickly.
Now, let's have a look at the Yu-Jhun service.
She's going to go for the pendulum herself.
Well, I was going to say she looked tidy on the backhand, and then the forehand was what won at the point.
Well played there from the Chinese Taipei star. A bit of fortune, but that was a high difficulty shot to play that parallel there.
The first shot was a bit of a reach. Second one was commanding. Well, that's what she does so well. She's so efficient and tidy and accomplished in just about everything she sets out to do.
She's got a third eye, Yingsha. She's the best anticipator in the world, and I would say the best shot maker in the world.
4-1.
The service isn't bad either. Those are the standards and levels. We saw a good performance by Chen Qingtong just before we took a mini break just now. She was at a very high level.
She won in straight games. It's only really been Kwai Man who's struggled so far.
1-5.
And just to remind you, if you're just joining us for the first time in our coverage, thank you so much. Slight tweak to the format this year in that stage 1 features in each of the men's and women's draws, where there are 48 players, those players divided into 16 groups of 3, and only the winner progresses, and that goes straight into a round of 16 from Thursday onwards. Now those groups constructed, of course, on seeding. Dasha inevitably she's in group 1. She's atop group 1, and you'd expect her to finish atop group 1. Dina Mesherev is the 3rd player in that group.
I must say, it feels quite odd seeing Shasha having to even play a group.
6-2.
Normally she's straight through with a bye. It's another one of the wonderful things about the World Cup. I don't think Shasha will mind getting a couple of matches under her belt before she enters the main draw. She's played in the best arenas in the world, but I think this is right up there.
7-2.
7-2, just like that. Another way she just leaves nothing to chance. She came in, she was testing the footing, make sure everything's just as it has to be. And you can just see she's just a split second off the pace. Yu-Jhun, it's just coming at her in an uncomfortable position because she was at full stretch, and then the adjustment, no chance.
She's in matrix mode already. You know how difficult it is to get into a flow state in the first game?
2-9.
And also you pile the pressure on. She's gone a little bit hard, a little bit of a burst there from Lee, is taking the ball long. And that's the pressure Shasha puts on you.
10-2.
10-2, 8 game points. Not hanging around, Sun Yingsha.
Trying
to slow down the game there, Sun Yingsha, just to add to the intimidation level, not having to play strong attacks to win points. Tells you that she's got so many strings to her bow, but Yu-Jhun taking the initiative, then a couple of why not shots. Can't blame her with the scoreline as it is.
Why not?
11-3.
There we go, 11-3. And really, she's...
Marlin, the 2008 Olympic champion, lives vicariously through Shasha these days.
4-time World Cup winner. Imagine having that in your corner as well.
Goodness me. They roll so deep. Team China.
Love 1.
And you wonder whether sometimes when the Chinese side player comes up against them, they feel it. Feel a sense of imposter syndrome, perhaps. That was just stunning from Sun Yingsha. So much swagger. The way that she puts this forehand away. Oh, opening the shoulders and the body while keeping low. Man, she's the best. She's the best with bat in hand.
2-1.
That was sharp and tidy from Lee. She'll take a little bit of heart from that.
It's going to take something a little bit different here from Yu-Jhun. Maybe we have to see a few more push counter tactics. Because if she does flick, the danger is that Shasha earns the first drive. Good quality there from Yu-Jhun.
Yeah. Good direction, good length.
Softer shot.
Yeah. And it's made her force the running a little bit, Shasha, there.
When a ball's arcing, it's harder to identify when you meet the ball.
2-3.
She processes things so quickly, adjusts, adapts, comes up with a plan. Invariably a winning plan as well.
You
just feel it's on the balance of play, not going to favor this woman. Get into an exchange like that, you know there's going to be consistency of quality from one end of the table. But she's not wrong to hit for the lines, to go for the parallels, to try something spectacular, is she?
You can try and stretch Sun Yingsha, but I guess the risk is that she can then play a cross-court forehand. That was nice. She has to use her peripheral. She has to, in real time, sense what Shasha's fancying. There'll be a lot of play here that we're not always seeing, because all we're doing is observing the outcome. But you could just see Shasha felt as though the more likely shot was going to come cross-court. Yu-Jhun played the parallel. Smart.
3-5.
She's picked up quite a few cheap points, as it were. It's not a derogatory term, just easy points on service as Shasha, and that is a lovely foundation on which to build everything else.
4-5.
She's showing flashes here. I think we've seen this so often against Xiaosha. Players show it's a flash every now and then, but they can't consistently repeat.
I was trying to think of the last player outside of Team China to defeat Sun Yingsha. It may have been Miwa Haramoto at the Asian Championships in the women's team. She was beaten by Ika Mukherjee at the World Team Championships 2 years ago as well. But I mean, what, 95% win record against non-Chinese opponents? The world number 1. And it would have felt good for Sun Yingsha after losing in the final of the China Smash and after being denied by Wang Manyu in the final of the China National Games to get back on top with the Asian Cup victory.
No flash, please.
That's just an occupational hazard when Xiaosha plays. Bit of activity in the crowd.
4-8.
She's like a fencer, she's like a boxer, the way she comes in and out. When you do attack, you lose a little bit of positioning, so she could actually be hitting the ball a lot harder than what she does, Sun Yingsha.
It's just, it all adds up to a package that is almost unstoppable. Anticipation.
4-9.
You can just hear Marlin in the background, just ticking over. Yep, good, like it.
It's incredible how, as an attacker, Sun Yingsha can make her opponent, who's also an attacker, scared to attack. How do you deny somebody their own nature?
4-9.
Very philosophical, but a good point.
10-4.
Went for it on the service, but again, Xiaosha has the answers, and she also has 6 game points for a 2-love lead and a commanding position.
Body language, it's frightening. It's so intimidating. She's already there in the next
11-4.
She was having a little look at someone in the crowd that she wasn't too happy with as well. So as well as playing...
Love 1.
It's a good way to start this game. Held the table well there, leading she.
Held down the fort. Added a little bit of spin to the ball and then used the pace to her advantage, stretching Xiaosha wide. That was divisive.
1-all.
Oh, why not? Why not? Went for that cuffing forehand.
Net. 1-all.
For the shovel serve there, Yu-Jhun.
She's mixing up quite a bit, as probably she has to.
Oh, be careful with Xiaosha's backhand flick.
1-2.
Just handed the initiative there to someone who came back. And that's the whole of the crowd roaring her on as well.
When the net exposes the tactic, you're brave to go there again.
That actually finds Xiaosha's standards. There's a little bit of frustration. Felt she should have dealt with that.
Give me the ball.
Yeah, yeah. Even the best get grumpy.
She's the boss.
And back she comes. Yep, okay, fine. Glitch dealt with. I love these shots we've got of the coaches. It's a low angle and then the lighting off the floor. Very artistic, very nice.
Yeah, it's a new thing, isn't it?
Yeah, looks beautiful. Oh, don't give her that. And she was very kind actually with the put away there.
Down the middle of the table like nobody's business. It's a way to do it off the loose ball. Yu-Jhun just put the hand up in the air. Just get the sense that it's almost inevitable. Sun Yingsha is going to go all the way. And I'm just thinking about the motivation. How do you stay motivated when you've won this twice in a row? What's the motivation when you're already world #1 when no one's close to catching you up? She's already won the World Cup. She's already got that piece of the puzzle towards the Grand Slam. It's just the Olympic gold that eludes her.
Yeah. Well, she's got 2 years to sort all this out, hasn't she? And remember, she's got the incentive of being the first player ever to win 3 World Cups on the bounce.
And as well as that, she has to try to deny Wang Wenyu this World Cup, because Wang Wenyu's never won it.
Yeah.
Wang Wenyu's already won a World Championships, just like Xia. If Wang Wenyu wins this event, both of them will have the same missing piece of the jigsaw, the Olympics.
Yeah.
5-4.
Doing the best there, Yu-Jhun. Play the lines, use the pace, abbreviate her strokes, keep the bat high. For the lack of time that she has. It's just ominous.
Oh, nice.
5-all.
Good anticipation. We gave a lot of credit to Xia for that earlier on. What Lee said, yep, I can get in the right place at the right time too.
Best player that she's played. And it's such a simple tactic, isn't it? That's the Miwa Haramoto special right there. Backhand cross-court, backhand down the line.
5-6.
Didn't even need to be down the line, that one either. But again, repeat is the problem.
Yeah, and you can't show what you're going to do too soon, can you?
To show her frustration there. She feels by her standards that should have been a put away. To the towels they go, 12 points played. And at this stage, she calls a timeout. It's probably to the liking of the Xia fans. They get to see their superstar, their favourite for Chen Yuanyu is in as a replacement for Lee Sedong, who unfortunately couldn't make it, got out fairly late in the day.
You know what's going on with Zedong right now. We've got the worlds around the corner. Obviously hasn't won a singles event in more than a year.
7-6.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll pick up on that when we get into the men's action next, yeah. Meanwhile, there's a match to be won or saved, whichever way you're looking at this. And it's a 1-point game in the third.
6-8.
Empty. It's so clever. She tries to make it look like the spin on that with the after motion, but there's nothing on it at all. Very difficult to touch that, push that, or flick that with much quality.
Just, you take that on at your peril. And if you were a member of Team China, you'd come out and watch her every single time she plays. You've got to learn from the best in the business. Oh, she saw her chance. There's only one problem, and it was the table. So, 4 match points for Sun Yingsha. But there's a bit of fight left in Yu-Jhun yet.
Well played there from the Chinese Taipei player. She had to recover really quickly after playing the backhand flip from the forehand side. Did ever so well there.
But going back to something you said earlier on, Xia is inevitable. When does it happen? Not yet.
A little strawberry.
Well, it's a why not? He's a dude, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Seen it all. Unfazed. All right. What? Not yet.
9-10.
That's 3 match points saved. And it was Xia who scrambled with an amazing shot at one point. Must have thought she had it back under control, but
Yingsha, let's play.
is now asked to get on with it. Curious, sir. But that's it. Finally, she gets there. But a lovely little flurry, a little rally at the end there from her Chinese Taipei opponent. But you don't stop Xia. She'll face Dina Meshreff in her second match in Group 1. And the world #1, the top seed, doing what the fans came to see her do this evening, Fraser.
Yeah, squeaky clean victory there from Sun Yingsha. Yu-Jhun saved the best to last. Not too little, but a little bit too late in the end. 11-3, 11-4, 11-9.
And there you go, Xiaoshuo walks through a scoreline there of 3 love. 11-3, 11-4, 11-9, as you say. Woman from Chinese Taipei did improve over the course of that one. Let's have a look at the numbers. Well, I mean, that's dominance, isn't it? Points won on serve, points won.